Hello, everyone. In this video, we will begin Chapter 2, Elementary Programming. This chapter focuses on learning elementary programming techniques to solve problems. In Chapter 1, you learned how to create, compile, and run basic programs. Now you will learn how to solve problems by writing programs. Through these problems, you will learn elementary programming using primitive data types, variables, constants, operators, expressions, and input and output. Let's begin with writing a simple program. Writing a program involves designing a strategy for solving a problem and then using a programming language to implement that strategy. First, let's consider the simple problem of computing the area of a circle. How do you create a program for solving this? Writing a program involves designing algorithms and translating them into programming instructions or code. An algorithm describes how a problem is solved by listing the actions that must be taken and the order of their execution. Algorithms can help the programs plan a program before writing it in a programming language. Algorithms can be described in natural language or pseudocode. Pseudocode is natural language mixed with some programming code. The algorithm for calculating the area of a circle can be described as follows. Step 1, read the circle's radius. Step 2, compute the area using the following formula. Area is radius times pi. Step 3, display the result. It's a good practice to outline your program or in the form of an algorithm before you begin coding. When you code, that's you write a program, you translate an algorithm into a program. You already know in C++, you write a main method. It's like this, int main, and put the steps inside the main method. Step 1, read in radius. Step 2, compute area. Step 3, display the area. Now, we need to consider these two issues: reading the radius, storing the radius in the program. Now let's address the second issue first. In order to store the radius, the program needs to declare a symbol called a variable. A variable represents a value stored in the computer's memory. Rather than using X and Y as variable names, choose descriptive names when you write a program. In this case, radius for radius, area for area. To let the compiler know what radius and area are, specify their data type. That is the kind of data stored in a variable, whether integer, floating point number, or something else. This is known as declaring variables. C++ provides simple data types for representing integers, floating point numbers. These types are known as primitive data types or fundamental types. So now we're going to declare radius and area as double precision floating point numbers. This is double radius, double area. The first step is to prompt the user to designate the circle's radius. We're gonna get input from the user. You will learn how to prompt the user for information shortly. For now, we will just assume this radius has a fixed value. And the second step is compute the area using radius times pi. So we're gonna write this program here. So we're gonna have a fixed value for radius, and this is to compute the area, and here is to display the area. Let's use the animation to see how this program works.
The program starts the execution from the main function. The statement declares variable radius to be a real number. The memory space is now allocated for radius, but radius has random value.
When declaring a variable, the value for the variable is undetermined. It can be any arbitrary value, so put the random here.
The statement declares variable area to be a real number. The memory space is now allocated for area, but area has random value.
Now we're going to assign 20 into variable radius.
The statement assigns value 20.0 to variable radius. Radius now has the value 20.0. Check your understanding. Note that in all code animation, you can use mouse or finger to move highlight, explanation, output, and check your understanding box freely. If radius is misspelled as radius, is this still correct? Answer yes or no.
No, you have to spell the name exactly as radius. It's case sensitive. Radius right here. If you spell this as uppercase radius, and that's not going to be correct, it's going to be just the symbol is not defined. The compiler will give you a compile error.
You are correct. C++ is case sensitive. Radius is undefined. Pay attention to case. The statement evaluates the expression and assigns the result to variable area. Area now has a value 1256.63706143599173. The statement displays the result.
So this is the live example. You can actually run a program, fill in the code here. So this is expression. Here's radius times pi is 3.14159. And so now you can run the program. Let's look at this checkpoint question. Show the output of the following code. We assign 5.2 to area. This is the area, it's a variable double precision floating point. Cout, this is cout is a string area. This cout is cout the value of area. So the output is area 5.2. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you on the next video.